State of the Union with John King. CNN Sunday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern.
Well, a subset of the economy debate is taxes, and Republicans have used higher taxes against Democrats for some time. There were a bunch of events around the country this past Wednesday, which was Tax Day, April 15th, and a lot of people turned out to say they oppose this administration. They think, it's going to raise taxes too much. They're arguing against the priorities of the Obama administration. Mr. Axelrod, who we just heard a moment ago, senior advisor to the president, was asked about these Tax Day rallies, tea parties on CBS, and he said this.
I think any time that you have severe economic conditions, there is always an element of disaffection that can mutate into something that's unhealthy.
James Carville, is it mutating into something unhealthy for an American to go out and hold a sign and say, I think my taxes are too high?
No, and I love David Axelrod. And by the way, most Democrats I know are delighted with this. We couldn't get enough of this coverage. I mean, and then when the guy comes up and he says, how many of you make under $250,000 a year? They go, yeah, you're getting your tax cut. And then they booed him. This was... I think, if anything, it was harmless and somewhat damaging to Republicans. I couldn't. The more that we cover this thing, and the average age of these things had to be 72.4. I mean, they had every old crank in the country out there. Then they would put a couple of kids on the front of it. I mean, but please, let's cover this more.
It's a smarter response than Axelrod's, but I don't think accurate.
Specifically, you have a senior advisor to the President of the United States saying it's unhealthy. They were out protesting.
This goes right into the Napolitano thing. Unhealthy? What's the next thing? Federal agents looking down at us? Look, people want to let off steam. They let off steam. These things were mostly very positive. The problem was, as we say in philosophy, insufficient options. Media coverage, different network coverage on this was just horrible. But I wish they had a little more focus to them. But I think that'll happen. Right now, Barack Obama, we're in the first 100 days. He's blocking out the sun. I mean, the guy, everything he does, it's all about Obama. Republicans will have their moment.
I wish we would have covered it more. I don't know if we'd have gone wall to wall, because anybody in the country
we covered it all morning. We covered it all morning. It was very positive.
I think this was if I'm a Republican, I'd say, God, let's get away from this thing as fast as we can.
I don't think so. When it's linked to taxes and higher taxes, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for us.
James and Bill with us this morning. Thank you both for being